I am so delighted to be talking to Laila, who is the co-founder of Split FYI, and she's a divorce coach and just somebody. I love the aesthetic on her Instagram. She is just the friendliest person. I've never known anybody just be on it on Instagram posts. And I just like, we chatted one day, didn't we? And I was like, oh, I just totally love you. You lived in London, you live in LA now, and we just got this gorgeous friendship, this international friendship over Instagram and Zoom, and whenever possible when we can catch up. And I'm delighted today to welcome lovely Laila to this International Women's Day stroke week series that I'm doing on Divorce Goddess. So my lovely, go for it. Tell us a bit more about you. Tell us.
Well, I'm so happy to actually I'm honored that you asked. And I do agree. Like, I think that, the Instagram phenomenon of, especially in our workspace, that we got to meet so many amazing people through it. And when I spoke to you, the first time I spoke to you, I'm like, oh, instant. I can't wait to go back to the UK. I can't wait to see you in person and hug you. I feel like I'm hugging you through the,
I know. Me too.
But it goes back to, we're both in that divorce space, both divorcees. And, so it's one of those things that, of course, that's kindred. And, we understand what we had to go through and what we went through and how we're helping other people.
And still going through actually as well, aren't we? Because we still have children, we still co-parent, we still do all that stuff. And
yeah, it's reminding also, it's a constant reminder. I read what you write and I hear what you say and I listen to your podcast and, it's a constant reminder. It's a check-in with yourself. Like, oh yeah, that's right. I could operate this way. I could operate that way. Like, maybe I don't need to do that, because even though I'm a coach and I'm so great at coaching other people through all that, sometimes I have to take my own advice and it's the hardest thing to do. So sometimes I have to hear it through other people.
It's so true.
Right?
Like you.
Right. Like, I'm like, oh, fuck, that's really what you said. I should be doing that, and my own self. And I think.
And what do they say about always being a student, don't they? And like, you're always a student.
And I think that, I know this is International Women's Week, so I want to hone it back into women are humble. And I think that that's what they are okay with. They're okay with the fact that they don't have to know everything or operate on this level all the time. That they're like, okay, that is my work and that is what I do and I embody that. But hey, sometimes I'm human and I have to have a reminder and I've got to hear from other people, right? So I think that's the beauty about women. We're like, oh yeah, unapologetically, here we are. We're okay with that, taking advice from other people, even though it's hard.
But it's true, isn't it? It's that lovely, I don't know, there just seems to be that, and I think, and it's growing as well. I think there's this and I think this last year has really kicked it out of so many people that we actually need to love and nurture and care and support each other and elevate each other. And that has been something that I've really, really felt a lot. And one of the reasons why I just thought, you know what, I just want to showcase all these beautiful, beautiful, lovely women I get on my Instagram. So thank you. So you probably have almost kind of answered that, why you love women.
Well, that is, I think that for me, they're supportive spirits. I feel like with women around you, they uplift your life, they support you, they get you, they understand it, they have an emotional connection like no other. I don't think you could survive without them, to be honest. No. I know I couldn't have survived the things that I face in my life in the past and currently without that connection. I mean, just the other day, listen, we've gone through so much in the past year with COVID, everyone, and it's been really difficult not seeing people in person.
Totally.
But when I do get that chance for that walk or for whatever it is, it's like, oh, wow, just being in the presence. And they're your cheerleaders. When I say something, like I say this, and it's so funny because some people aren't American, might not understand cheerleaders, right? But it's
I would call it like your support squad. It's like your nourishing.
Exactly. It's your squad. So, it's that's what you feel like. I'm like, we all want to better each other up. We want the best for each other,
Yeah,
right? So, and you
totally.
feel that even without words, it's just their presence and they hold that space for you always. You
I
cry,
agree.
they just hug you or they sit with you and they hold that space and you don't feel bad about that, right?
Yeah,
And
and we
feminine
get to let it
energy.
all out. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's so powerful and so important. And, it kind of goes back to that kind of Red Tent years ago and all these amazing communities of women just there and in the circle. And so, yeah, we've kind
One
of
of
got
my
a virtual circle going on here, which I love.
It's right. Whether it's a virtual circle, whether it's in
Mm,
person,
mm,
you can feel that support, right? And
yeah.
through the femininity that comes through. And it's not about a gain, it's
Mm,
about support, right?
mm,
And I think also it goes to, hormonally, we understand each other, that feminine energy is very different. And listen, I'm not we both, but we're talking about women because this
mm,
is let's celebrate women
yeah,
and what we do. And, a lot of times we need reminders that you don't, we forget about ourselves sometimes, right?
we
It's
do.
because as women, a lot of women have juggling lots of things. That's what we do. We juggle. And the last person you think of is yourself. But when you're with a friend or with other people, it reminds you and they remind you,
They
okay,
do remind you. I was reminded the other day, I was given a good kick up the pants, like, come on. And I was like, oh yeah, that would be good. You're so right. You're so right. This, you're somebody I can talk to forever. But I'm going
right.
to move on to the next question. And I just want to, so if you had a life tip to share with anybody who's watching these clips.
Okay, so life tip. There's a few, and it's hard to just hone in one, but number one is breathe through everything, right? And I remembered I held my breath way too much through the difficulties. And there is so much power in breathing,
Yeah.
so much power. Whatever, which way, there's so many different modalities, but stop and breathe. It was actually a
Absolutely.
girlfriend of mine. It was actually a girlfriend of mine who reminded me one time, or actually sat next to me and said, "Did you even take a breath?" This was in the height of my
That
divorce, something. And I was like, no, I don't think I did, And she's like, I don't hear you breathing. So
no,
breathe.
so true. So
And,
true.
and the other thing I think that women don't do enough of sometimes is celebrate themselves,
Oh, I love that.
right? I
I
think that
love that.
celebrate your little things because we just do things. We just
Mm,
keep going. We just do. We don't celebrate the little things, even
mm,
like oh my God, I don't know, I was asked to do this, or I won that, or whatever it is, but we
mm.
just don't celebrate ourselves
Yeah,
enough.
we got to get better, and that's not a sort of a should we need to, or we got that's not like onerous. That's like a, you know what, even if it means just getting up every day and showing up for doing whatever you want, even if it means just getting your clothes on, if you're going through a divorce, getting that cup of tea, getting your children to school now, because we can do it in the UK, and just getting through a day, celebrate that. We don't have to celebrate the big stuff. It's just
No,
sometimes just
it's a
about
little thing, right?
just functioning, getting your, just getting yourself out and there.
It's like it's one of those things that I know that I definitely didn't do enough of when I was going through
Yeah.
my divorce. And
Mm,
you forget yourself and you forget
mm,
those little things that you
yeah,
accomplished
I
because you don't
agree.
think it's a big deal. I mean,
Mm,
all of it is a big deal. Every day during something difficult is a big deal. So
I
celebrate
agree.
every day.
And I know that you and I, both of us, when we're working with people, that we literally are there reminding you every day just how extraordinary you all are and how amazing and just, yeah, strong. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is really hard because we can talk for hours, but I just
I
want
know.
to say thank you so much. And yeah, happy International Women's Day. It may have
Yes.
passed, but may it be every day. Thank you.
Mhm.